Let's break the fourth wall. We just got done reading a bunch of ad reads.
Yeah, I'm breaking, man.
We had to record them twice because I forgot to hit the record button.
I am feeling like I'm atop the fourth wall right now.
But it is episode 233 of the SuperMegaCast. That's pretty cool. Matt has been taking sips of a little drink he made. He made me the same drink. I haven't taken a sip yet because I wanted to have it live on the podcast. Well, not
so you
live.
can roast me when you don't like it.
Not roast you, but I feel like I will be able. What if I like it?
I don't think you will.
It looks like
we don't have anything at the office really for a cocktail. So
that smells strong.
Well, all it is it's just.
I haven't eaten today, Matthew.
Oh, really?
This is gonna put me out, isn't it?
Maybe I didn't put that much vodka. It's just vodka, some tonic water, and a little bit of grenadine syrup.
What kind of tonic water? Just regular.
Just regular. Q is the brand.
No LaCroix? You're not gonna liven it up with some LaCroix?
No, you gotta use tonic for a cocktail. LaCroix is just that would just be nasty.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to get the slurp in there for like.
It's gonna be bitter because the tonic water.
That's fine. I'm just, for those who like ASMR, I'm about to do a little like close in slurp, and then I'm gonna do, like swallow maybe with my lips a little bit. You know,
get it around the palate.
Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
I'm expecting.
Let's see. It is it's bitter, but the first taste going in ain't bad. It's the aftertaste where it's like,
that's the quinine.
Woo.
That's the quinine you're tasting. That's in tonic water. You know that prevents malaria.
I think I'd rather have malaria, dude, than have to taste that bullshit. I'm kidding. It's not bad.
Going in.
Could be you didn't have the ingredient.
That's all I had.
The thing is, Matt,
I opened the fridge and I was like, "What do we have?"
I truly believe if you were just given if any ingredient you wanted, you could have made the most delicious cocktail.
I could make you something
and knowing
good.
my taste, because you're such a good friend to me, and you pay attention to my every whim and need, right? So I feel like you'd be able to have some sort of milk drink, I'm sure.
Milk, chocolate syrup, and soju.
Is that an actual drink?
No, that'd be disgusting.
Aaron made a bunch of very sugary dessert liqueurs, which are fine, but there comes a point where I'm like, oh, this is good, and then like I start to have it more often. I'm like, okay, I need to have one of these every few months.
I can't do that sweet shit. I used to be able to. I used to love that sweet shit, but now it's like, I guess maybe just my taste buds changing as I progress in my 20s.
You're becoming more of a mature adult.
I'm becoming more of a man.
You're not a child anymore. You don't eat candy like you used to. Oh, Jackson's calling. What is Jackson?
He just has to get on the podcast.
Yeah, he has to always like come into the recording room and record.
And even when he's not here, just give me a second.
He knows what we're doing.
Conversation
he knows
back
what we're
up.
doing.
Jackson?
Oh, great.
Why'd you call me?
What?
I didn't call you.
You called me right now.
No. You called him. We held up the phone, and it showed that you were calling him.
So I've been driving around. I found a place that accepts this stuff, but they don't accept American Express. So I was wondering if you had the other business card on you right now and I could come get it, or if I should just pay for myself and reimburse myself later.
I don't have mine on me. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do have it on me, actually.
If it's easier, do we just want to
because we're going to come by and get the recycling.
Well, if you want to if it'd be easier to do it and reimburse, we can do that instantly. Or
I have to come by there anyway. So
okay,
just because they don't take American Express. So I know you have the other one that's not an Amex.
Okay.
Wait, Jackson, what don't they take?
American Express.
Okay.
Wait, they don't take American Express?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I know that we used to have the other card that's not American Express. Do we still have that?
Did you ask them why they don't take American Express?
Well, Ryan, no, I did not.
We'll go back and ask.
I'll give you the number, Ryan.
Okay.
All right.
I'll also send you some comedy clubs since you might be such a comedian.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
All right. I'll see you later.
See you. Anyway, back to the shit. It's actually just a very popular drink. It's just vodka tonic. And I thought for you, I would just spice it up and add some grenadine.
I think it
make it a little fruity.
I think it worked. I think it helped.
So I don't think you would just like vodka tonic.
Probably not. I think my least favorite drink might be gin.
Oh,
I don't like the Christmas tree flavor, dude.
Juniper.
I can't. It's
a divisive flavor.
I can't get over the fact. It's not the fact that I just don't like the flavor. It's like my body is constantly telling me you're not supposed to be tasting this.
That's why I don't like rosemary.
Danger.
I don't like rosemary because rosemary tastes like Christmas, like pine straw, like Christmas tree. But I like June. Gin.
I also don't. I like ginger, but I don't ever use it with the sushi really, unless the sushi chef is like, please use this.
I love ginger.
I'll always take the recommendation of someone who knows flavor more than I. But
gin is one of my probably is my favorite liquor just because it's I can't explain it. I'm fond of that. I feel like it's divisive. It's like cilantro. It's divisive though. It's like you either love that flavor or you hate it.
Hate it.
Do you like cilantro?
I don't know.
Have you ever had cilantro?
Probably. Maybe I just haven't.
Can you think of what it tastes like?
No.
Oh damn. Because some people have that gene where it tastes like soap.
Maybe I should try cilantro. Maybe
Cilantro's
get
awesome.
Jackson to pick up some cilantro.
Wait, Jackson, I know you're doing some errands. Can you pick up cilantro? It's good. I love cilantro.
So earlier I said that I was on an empty stomach and you seem exclaimed, and I noticed yesterday you were responsible, and it seems like you got Chick-fil-A early because you still had some biscuit and stuff left over. Does that mean that you're eating good today? Did you eat today?
Eating breakfast, yeah.
What did you have? Did you have
I had
eggs,
oatmeal
toast?
for breakfast.
Oatmeal, okay.
Oatmeal
like brown sugar, cinnamon, or what do we think?
Just mixed berry.
Mixed berry.
Just had some dried berries in it because I really got to start taking food with the medicine I take in the morning, and also I just will feel like shit if I don't.
Yes,
because then I'm running on empty. Food reviews,
Yeah,
there are actually no food reviews because I don't have any food. So, I realized also I'm never hungry in the morning because I drink coffee first, and that suppresses your appetite.
I'm never hungry in the morning just cause. I feel like
you smoke a cigarette first thing. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't get hungry in the morning either, and it's how you. But do you get hungry really late at night?
I usually have unless we order food to the office, that'll usually be my only meal. Or if we don't, then I'll just have my one meal. So it's either I have a meal at the office or a meal at home. And I don't know, I stick to one meal because I'll have a few goldfish to just satisfy my cravings, or I can make myself a quick peanut butter and toast as a snack,
Yeah.
But in terms of a full meal, I feel like I'm on the schedule of really only having one full meal a day. And I say full meal, and I'm being very generous to myself because sometimes I don't think that 6 7-Eleven gas station buffalo wings would be considered a full meal. So
yeah, I think both of our eating
not good
schedules and habits horrible,
bad.
I feel like if I just got my eating schedule good, consistent, 3 good meals a day that are healthy, I'd within weeks just be a different person.
Dude, I can envision. Remember when I was big into I worked out a little more, not in terms of weights, but I would go to the gym and do cardio and shit or whatever. You and I both had this phase too, and we've come in and out of it. But I just remember. And I would eat better. I would just eat more greens. I would eat more fruits and vegetables. I would eat more low-cal diets. And I just felt so light throughout the day and good and energetic. These days, I just feel... Well, also, I'm only getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Sleep and food.
I stay up till
for some reason, they're important.
I don't know why. Well, I was getting to bed at a decent time last night. And then 2 hours into it, one of those migraines hit me.
Ooh.
And I just and I stayed up for 2 hours with that and waited for the medicine to kick in that I took. And usually what I do when I have a migraine is I can't fall asleep. I can't, all I do is writhe in bed.
I just think about it.
Yeah. And so what I do is I just go, turn on the shower, turn it to super hot, and just have the scalding hot water pour onto my head to kind of distract, to distract my senses from the actual migraine going on.
I like it.
Until it goes away.
We should go on a 30-day cleanse together and work out. Just no toxins, no nothing. Just
I've been wanting to actually it's gonna sound so fucked up, but I've been wanting to know what it's like to be sober for an extended period of time.
I do too.
Because I smoke every day.
Well, it's I don't think about it enough that the fact it's
in terms of that kush,
Yeah, you do. It's literally just we feel bad because you're running on exactly what you put in. So if it's just like cigarettes and drinks and McDonald's, then your body's like, all right, I guess we'll have to work with this.
There was a time a few months ago where I'd order McDonald's and I'd hog it down and be like, yeah. But now, like the other night I ordered McDonald's and I just felt like an absolute disgusting person. And I tried and I'm like, maybe I'm just getting bored of McDonald's. I fucking got Taco Bell and I was like, oh, dude,
I feel awful
afterwards.
Dude, we got Buffalo Wild Wings the other night. And I remember, like, I was so excited, and right after I ate it, I was like, fuck, I feel like shit.
Well, it's because we fucking ordered the cheese curds and mozzarella sticks and the fucking wings on top of that.
It's just pure calories and fat and grease.
Tastes good, and our body craves
our body's
it, dude.
like, yes, because our bodies
we
are
were
used
bears,
to that now.
we would be fucking ecstatic about the amount of
oh my
food
God.
we ate.
And you know, it's hard because I think I'm just so used to that kind of shit now that it's like my body just wants that kind of food. But it's like, just, you know what I need? I need a fucking meal service that just like delivers the shit every
and Susie
every
were
week,
doing that, right? And I think Ross
like
did
Blue
it at one
Apron or
point.
something.
Yeah.
Because that just sounds like,
Also,
I
learn
don't
to
know how
cook
to
in
cook.
small ways, right?
I don't know what to do. But if I had just like a meal service that would just be like, all right, tonight you're gonna have chicken Alfredo, and here's what to do. I could just follow instructions. Boom, I'd be eating better.
Every time I like watch Harrison cook, and like it is a skill, or like I watch another friend cook, like in my brain I'm like, this is so like simple. Like just learn to make at least, because Harrison knows how to make a shit ton of meals, but like learn how to make 3 meals really well. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to be making food all the time. If you learn to at least make 3 fucking meals really well, it'll give you the basics for other meals to create in the future and to like have fun with probably. And you'll always have 3 meals to go to show off.
That's true. What would be if you could pick like 3 basic meals to master? I think I would do like some kind of pasta.
Mm-hmm. Same. I was gonna say I'd do carbonara.
Yeah, something. I would do like,
I do spaghetti carbonara.
Ooh, yes, that's good. I would do that. I would do maybe like a good meat, like some kind of chicken. I would do some kind of chicken dish.
Mine would be a steak. Like I'd want to perfect a good steak.
I mean, your steaks are already fucking. You got to come over soon because we got a grill. You got to come over and make some steaks.
The McGee cinnamon steaks,
dude. Those are delicious. They're so good.
Thanks, man.
It's like things are always good when it has like one weird ingredient, like you put Dr. Pepper in the steak. It's like, oh, it's delicious. I would do pasta. I would do a meat thing, and then maybe I would do like a salmon.
Okay,
with
like
mashed
fish.
potatoes.
Something,
I don't know.
Something with fish. Okay.
I love salmon. Fish is because when you think about it, fish are like, you look at it and you're like, I would never eat that. It's because it's like the most gross smelling, like ugly looking creature, but it's delicious.
I think for me, even though it's like an easy meal to make, I'd really like to know how to make a mean mapo tofu, or like a really nice, like to make pad thai, like to make
pad thai would be awesome.
Just a really nice kind of new, just good takeout style meal, but like you can always just go to town on your creativity with it. That's the thing about like, I would be nice to learn how to cook well, so that I could just begin to, because when you understand something, you can then begin to experiment with it. I would like to be able to experiment other than like putting different dry rubs or different spices on a steak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when I came back from Thailand, I brought Harrison a ton of seasoning and like salts and shit that I got at markets, because I was like, cook with these, it'd be awesome. And I still have a bunch of them. I want to see if I can make something with those, because like I just got so many spices in Thailand that I was like, this will be delicious. And I just want to fuck around with them, like taste it and be like, oh, I'll put this on something, you know? Growing up, like my mom always, like the classic like middle class family meal where it's just chicken every night.
Oh,
like
yeah.
The white kid family, it's like chicken every night. And then like frozen vegetables in the microwave with
Mine was like
sauteed chicken that's not really seasoned in a
canned
pan.
string beans. Of course, they do regular mashed potatoes, none of the dry, because you just mash potatoes, dude.
No,
it's that easy.
not. I mean, I would just get the packets that you put the hot water in.
That's more expensive.
Yeah, it's less work, I guess.
Yeah.
My mom, she wakes up at 4:30 and teaches all day, and she comes home, she's like, I don't want to mash potatoes.
I understand that. That's why you got to help out in the kitchen.
Well, I didn't.
I would, I would help peel the potatoes if we were having mashed potatoes. My one thing to do was, because they would make the meal, was I would always wash the dishes. Not at my mom's house. My mom's probably like, what? My mom, I was spoiled at my mom's place. I never had to do shit at my mom's place. At my dad's, though, I had to be a responsible young man, do my laundry, do the dishes. I had to set up the table for dinner, do all that stuff, vacuum, clean the bathrooms, just,
Yeah. My dad made me do a
just
lot of
like
chores.
the just menial house tasks.
Like
But-
my dad would make me, God, dude, he would make me like wax the Audi and like,
Oh, that's one chore I did have to do it at my mom's. Not wax the Audi, but I would have to wash my mom and Jim's car sometimes
joke,
on
by the way.
Sundays.
I did not have an Audi growing up and I didn't have to wax it. I remember every now and then my dad would be like, son, I'll give you $5 if you go clean the car. And I get the hose out and he'd be like, what the hell are you doing? Because in
I
my
always
mind,
dried it wrong.
yeah, well, in my mind,
And
I
I'd
thought
always
if I
get
just
yelled at.
sprayed it with the hose, it would be clean. And then it like dries on all the water spots. Like, son, what the?
The one chore I miss is mowing the lawn.
I've been feeling
Just
that too,
putting
man.
on headphones and listening to music.
Feeling that summer heat.
And then when I would go up to mow my, because my grandparents, when they were alive, I would go mow their lawn up in Spartanburg, and they had a pretty just big lawn. They kind of lived out in the middle of nowhere,
Like a riding
so
mower?
it's cheap for land. Yeah, they had a riding mower, so I would just,
Dude, I remember
so fun.
I never got to do that, but I remember being a kid and like when you're at like Home Depot or Lowe's, just going to the section of mowers and like sitting on all of them. You're like,
Yeah. Well, like I'd sit on one and I'm like, am I supposed to be sitting on
yeah, I
one?
know. It's always so scary. It's like, dude, are they gonna yell at me?
I know.
But now it's like that was what was scary back then. It was like, oh God, I'm sitting on the mower. What if an adult sees?
You remember going to like in construction neighborhoods and just going and sitting on the tractors and chilling with friends and stuff, or like just roaming around the houses that were under construction?
Yeah, and you were so scared you get in trouble. But it's like if a cop sees you, they're just gonna be like, go away. They're not gonna arrest kids
Oh,
for
we're also white.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. There's a huge I don't know what it's called. It's like a bulldozer type thing. One of those types of machines.
Steamroller?
No, well, there actually was a steamroller near the Airbnb I was staying at, and I really wanted to go sit on it because it was like just they're. I mean, they don't lock those things. You can just kind of get into those.
Yeah.
Well, I love like that heavy duty machinery that can do so much damage and has so much power. Like they just don't lock that stuff.
Don't have
It's
the
like,
key.
That's the thing. But it's
You know, hot wire it.
I'm gonna hotwire the
Like
steamroller.
Megan Fox in Transformers.
Steamrollers are. I always was. I was
know
obsessed
cars.
with machinery as a kid, and I had a steamroller phase where I was like, oh, steamrollers are so cool.
Well, of course, like trains, tractors, Hot Wheels, like all. Dude, I remember the Hot Wheels tracks. Oh my God.
Doing those loops and
Oh yeah.
man, I could not get enough of
you'd-
those.
You'd put your hand near the cars that's going by, and it,
Well, did you have the one that had like the box that had like the little wheel type thing that would spin really fast on
yeah.
like a
So it
battery?
launches them. So it launched them,
Yeah, that shit was awesome.
and then yeah, the track was like they might still be the same color. Like the track's orange. Yeah,
A
and it's
classic.
like bendy.
Oh,
so like
yeah.
it's not really that sturdy. So like when the cars are going around it, it's like bobbing up and down.
That's got to be such a good just that profit margin because you know how expensive they sell those tracks
And
for.
like Hess trucks, like come on.
Dude, like
I remember getting dude, I
that
know we talk
bendy
about this all
orange
the time.
plastic, like that probably cost like 2 cents to make one of those, and they sell it for like $50.
Probably like 70 some for the new Hot Wheel. I don't,
Oh,
well,
dude, new Hot Wheels. Let me look at the prices of Hot Wheels tracks. 'cause
They're
I remember
probably
when
like-
I was a kid, they were expensive
were they
as
like
fuck.
50 something, or are they going to be like $25?
Because when I was a kid, I
I don't
could
know. I
only
don't buy toys anymore.
I've started buying toys. I could only expect to get Hot Wheels sets like on Christmas because they were like a big, $35.
Okay, so like
71.
Oh,
That's
never mind.
expensive. 80.
okay, so they just range.
40. I had this car wash one. Oh, there it is. Whoa. No, wait, that's the garage. Damn. I'm getting back into toys lately. I've just been in a collecting phase. So I've been going back to my old collection of Garbage Pail Kids and Wacky Packages. Because I had a collection of those when I was in middle school. And it's probably back home in South Carolina now. But I've started to recollect those. So I'm going on eBay and getting the different like series and stuff, and I have binders with little sleeves that I've been putting them in and cataloging them in order, and it's just been bringing me serotonin. It's been so much fun just flipping a page in the binder to a new thing of plastic and being like 74, 75, all right, here's number 76. Oh, all right, I have 76A, but I still need to find 76B. Going through, opening the packages, that fresh card smell, the bubble gum that's from 2006. I tried some. I was 10 years old when that gum got put in that package. Before that was when Bush was president.
And
it was fine.
Yeah,
It was
tastes good.
It shattered.
It tastes like childhood.
Yeah, it shattered in my mouth. Like when I chewed it, it just broke into a bunch of pieces. But then after chewing it for a little bit, it just becomes regular gum again. And the flavor was great. It maybe had like a tiny tinge, but since for 15 years, it's been shrink wrapped in like a little thing that's inside of a like tightly sealed card pack that's inside of a booster pack that's sealed. So it's like, I guess it's pretty good. I have all of the gum from the booster pack I opened, and I have like handfuls of it, and I don't know what to do with it.
I don't know what I'd like collect. I used to collect things as a kid, but I just like. I mean, I guess I have a Blu-ray collection. I have
Collecting
a shit ton of Blu-rays.
It's fun. It's so like,
but
I've just really gotten back into collecting lately because I think every few years I have a collecting phase where I just find something and then I just like.
Well, it's nice to find like new hobbies and stuff.
Collecting's a fun hobby. What is the fucking psychology behind like collecting? Because basically it's literally this. It's like, ooh, I want these, and then I get them,
FOMO.
And then it's just like, oh, now I have them, and that's it. It's like
I think a part of it would be like fear of missing out in a way of like, as a kid, I remember it's like, if I don't buy that pack has the chance to have that card in it, and I would really like the rare cards. So like, I mean, also it's just it's not that expensive. I could ask for a pack of Pokemon cards or whatever for Christmas.
Dude, opening cards is so much fun. I thought about filming myself opening them, but I don't know. I was like, I don't know how I can make that entertaining.
Oh, people just want to see you open shit. I think that's very obvious.
I had so many cards.
Like, I think you could just sit in front of a camera and shit your pants, as you normally would do naturally, and then people would come and watch it.
I think that would get more views than the card opening, so that's a better idea. Or I can combine them. I open every pack of cards, I shit my pants a little more.
Only if it's a holographic card, dude.
Every time I get a rare, I have to... Woo! That was a little bit... Oh, that one's wet. Oh, a little more.
Shit yourself that time?
Yep. I did.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Thank God.
I really don't think I'll shit myself for a long time. I think that the recent times were just because I had like a stomach bug.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't like ill, but I had this thing. Like I said, I was just like for maybe like a week, 2 weeks. Like my stomach would hurt every day, and I would get just nauseous very easy, and just have
sometimes you just shit your pants.
Well, it's because my shit would become liquid out of the blue. But I'm good now. I'm all better now. I'm not gonna. Also, I do have to say, I think I have a medical excuse because this really. It happened before this, but it really increased after I had surgery on my asshole. Okay. Because I don't have as much feeling in my asshole anymore. Like it's a little bit harder to feel the control, and I feel like that contributes.
Just the control, or can you still feel it dilating?
It's hard to feel that sometimes.
Dude, that's a lot of people would dream of having that problem.
No, it hurts if I put something in my ass, but like, well, I mean, in the general, like small amounts, like because, dude, to save yourself from shitting yourself, there's the very fine line of tightness you need.
It's the amount it takes to open just for air to pass through.
It's literally like,
and it can be just like a little like spray,
a high pressurized like a guy on an oil rig, like they're monitoring the pressure, and it's like the difference between like 1 to 2 like. Changes in pressure that can explode the whole thing. It's that.
Yeah.
And I have it. It's a little more numb down there since surgery. And I think that that has contributed because it's made it harder for my brain for a normal person, brain would be like, nope, don't do this one. Don't do this fart because you're going to shit yourself. But my brain, my brain's like, oh, this one's good. Do
you think on it long enough though?
No, but it's
because I think on it, like I feel something moving, like I feel a fart, and then like I'll hold it, and then I'll like try to feel if there's anything.
Well, I feel it. It's like a feeling. I don't really think about it. It's a feeling where it's like yeah or no. But I think my brain sometimes, because I'm a little more numb down there, it goes yeah when it should be a no because it doesn't feel the exact. Or I might even have lesser control over the tightening and the loosening of my ass after having surgery on all 4 interior sides of my asshole with lasers. So I would not recommend that, by the way, to anyone that's.
Yeah, you said.
I'm glad I got it.
You said you'd rather just deal with the hemorrhoids.
I'm glad I got it, and I'm glad that don't have that anymore because it is much nicer. But if I had
your asshole's much nicer.
Yeah, like
have you taken a look at it? Spread those cheeks in a mirror.
Not like a deep look recently. I should.
Just to see.
But I use wet wipes and bidets and stuff just to be safe because I don't want to risk damaging my ass again. For people that want to get the hemorrhoid surgery, I mean, mine was an extreme case, but if I don't know, the recovery period sucked, and maybe it just sucked because they didn't give me painkillers. They only were like, just take 2 extra strength Tylenol, and I'm like, that does not do shit when there are stitches inside my asshole and every little movement there's blood coming out of like that does not. I really needed painkillers and they didn't prescribe me.
The worst are right your feet, your hands, and your asshole, because if you sit down, it's going to hurt your asshole. If you walk, it's going to hurt your asshole. If you hurt your hands, you can't really do much. Your feet, you're standing up trying to walk all the time.
I still got to get surgery on both my feet.
3 places where you just don't want to have too much recovery or something to have to do with recovery because it's not fun. The recovery process on like your fucking like thigh or like a shoulder, like it could be like, man. But you can still fucking do shit. You can just pick stuff up.
You don't realize how connected things are until something gets hurt.
I think Jackson's back.
When I broke my foot, I didn't realize how much like just little like moving my knee like this actually like moves muscles in your feet too. Like how connected things are. Hey, my wallet's on the floor. Right there.
Would you have the other non-American?
It might have just flown out. Open the thing? Yeah, I do.
Sweet. That's Starbucks.
Open it. I think it should be in the back.
You just throw your wallet at him?
I threw it earlier hoping it would slide under the door, but it kind of...
My gloves off. Is he not here?
Nope. He had painters at his house.
So we'll have to do that one some other time.
They say la vie. I went to like 3 fucking... None of the places are accepting her, I think because of COVID, but I found one place that takes it.
Okay, good.
So obnoxious. Wait,
cool.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
Wow.
Fancy, right?
I mean, it's only a Visa.
You can probably gain some muscle by carrying that around.
Hey, Matthew, Visa here.
It's funny. I've been watching a lot of Vsauce. Hey, well, since Jackson's in the room getting the credit card, let's have some ad breaks.
How about I read the numbers?
Well, we'll stick with the ad breaks. Ring, ring. Hello?
Hey Ryan, after the year we've been through, saving money should be at the top of everyone's resolution list. So if you're still paying insane amounts of money each month for wireless, what are you doing? Switching to Mint Mobile is the easiest way to save. And as the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you maximize your savings with plans starting at just $15 a month. I'm calling you right now on Mint Mobile, and I bet you're paying about quadruple what I'm paying.
You and I love to have our weekly Mint Mobile meetings where we use our Mint Mobile phones to call each other.
That's right. And the best part is we can keep our regular phones that we already have. So I can call you on my iPhone but use Mint Mobile service for just $15 a month.
And for people looking for extra savings this year, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. By going online only and eliminating the traditional costs of retail, Mint Mobile passes significant savings on to you. All plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network.
Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your contacts. And if you're not 100% satisfied, Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee. So switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/supermega.
That's mintmobile.com/supermega.
Cut that wireless bill to $15 a month.
Merci beaucoup. Hey, and if you don't know, that's French for thank you very much.
What? Where did you learn that, man?
Babbel.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's Babbel?
Babbel is the #1 selling language learning app. One of my goals for the new year was to learn a new language, and Babbel has made the whole process addictively fun and easy with bite-sized lessons that you'll actually use in the real world.
Why'd you choose to learn French?
It's the language of love, and I miss my stepdad, and I feel like it's the only way that I can communicate with him.
Oh, that makes sense. That'll impress him. Babbel's 15-minute lessons make it the perfect way to learn a new language on the go. Ryan does it on the school bus. And unlike the infamous language classes you took in high school, Babbel designs their courses with practical, real-world conversations in mind. Things you'll get to use in everyday life. Other language learning apps use AI for their lesson plans, but Babbel lessons were created by over 100 language experts.
Their teaching method has been scientifically proven to be effective. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent. Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel.
That's right, you can become a cunning linguist. And if you purchase a 3-month Babbel subscription, you'll get an additional 3 months for free. That's 6 months for the price of just 3. Just go to Babbel.com and use promo code SUPER. That's BABBEL.com, code SUPER for an extra 3 months free.
Babbel, language for life.
Bonjour.
What beautiful ad reads those were,
God, those got me. Dude, those got me going, man.
Ooh, let me just...
Ryan, when you watch like Western movies and you see those boys on the trail take just a straight bottle of whiskey and just down it without even wincing their face.
Fuck them. I'll shoot them in the face with my revolver.
Fuck those cowboys.
They can handle a drink. Can they handle a bullet to the face? Don't think so.
So you're not much of a shots guy?
I'll do shots, but
Shots are-
like that,
shots
just
are
that
rough.
after flavors, just like it's just
bitter- is it
bitter.
the bitterness?
It's like medicine, dude. If I'm having a
Well,
drink,
it's probably the grenadine mixed with
I
that.
can do bitter. I can do liquor. You know, I can do that shit.
Well,
but,
liquor's
like,
not
this
really
is-
bitter. This is bitter. Liquor is it burns, but this is bitter.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's so... Now I'm thinking about how taste works. That's like what makes it bitter? What makes something sweet?
How fucking basic it is.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
It makes your mouth feel dry.
Does basic mean bitter? Because I know like acidic is sour. Is basic bitter? Oh. Dude, that's based.
You're based.
I'm based? Thanks, man. Would you say I'm based?
Yeah,
I'd
honestly,
say
yeah.
you're based. Yeah,
I would.
I'd say you're really based.
Would you?
I would say you're very based. Yeah,
Thanks.
I'd say I would if I.
I have the correct political opinions to associate with the title of based.
Well, actually, based is a funny term because based is used by the right and the left to describe their own opinions. So, like,
Well, it's a word. It's just that's cool.
it's like oh, dude,
It's
you get it.
coming from a kid at a playground. He's probably talking about a slide. Coming from like Hitler, it's probably not like that's cool. Like it's probably not about something like just as fun and simple, right? So
Like when
it's just a word that's used in different contexts. That's all.
like I've seen, you know, like a kid will be like, you know, say some like white supremacist shit, and it's like, yo, dude, you're based, and then it's like, you know what, I'm a socialist. Oh, dude, you're based. It's used. It just whoever wants to
That's
use
pretty
it.
based.
It just means that you know you agree. Their views are like those are right. You're the one with the good views.
So then tell me how you can antithetically tell me that the socialist government is not, you know, that's my Vosh impression.
So, tell me, Ryan,
Yeah.
antithetically,
Yeah.
do you think you're based?
Walter, you're not based enough.
Walter, if you don't take this cum shot to the face, I'm gonna have to kill you.
Mike,
Mike, please.
Mike,
Stop.
I have cancer.
I'm almost done, Walter.
Walter, I'm gonna
about
bust.
to come.
Mike, please. Mike,
My
Mike.
juices are about... Oh, Walter, I warned you this could happen.
And then he falls on his side in slow motion, like in that episode in the desert.
Yeah. The what is it called?
Ozymandias.
Ozymandias.
But instead of when he hits the ground, you know how like the dust comes up. Instead, it's the cum.
Yeah.
That was
That's a good scene.
Walter White gets cum on his face by Mike against his will,
against his will.
and then Saul walks in and goes, "Whoa, what's with the sticky situation?"
What would fuck you up more if you got taken into like a garage and someone stuck a gun in your face for a long time and like shot it off like to the side and went back to your head, or they kidnap you, put you in a garage, come on your face, and then throw you out?
I think coming on my face,
Yeah.
honestly, because I think that the gun is terrifying. Obviously,
course.
very scary.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as it's done and you're gone, the sense of relief, you're gonna hold that fear, but the sense of relief would be great. You don't have a sense of relief when you get out of that garage with cum on your face.
So you're saying that every man has something stronger than a gun attached to his body, ready to be used
this sounds like some kind of
as
like
a weapon.
This sounds like a feminist article from 2016. Every man has a weapon that's stronger than the gun. A penis. And there's the fart sound.
Yeah.
It's like a media player. You click it at the top of the article. It's,
Yeah.
dude, why have we not capitalized on the fart sound yet? We could be selling it. We could be selling that meme.
Yeah.
People aren't allowed to do it unless they pay. People can't watch any
Have we
video.
done it in every podcast for like the past how many episodes?
I would say at least the last
50? I'm kidding. No way. Like
since 200 at least.
Really?
But wait. So 201 was when we had George on. So were you doing it back then?
I don't think so. I think it was kind of recent, like in the past, like kind of latter half of last year. You know what I mean?
No, but I'm thinking, man, when you taught me, because you used to do it, and I remember you would teach me how to do it.
Maybe it's been a long time.
It's been longer than that. You weren't doing it as regularly.
Because it just came as a regular thing. I used to just do it kind of rarely, like much how like Sir happened, where we started using it more in videos and it became like a thing. But before that, it was just like every now and then at a Target, I'd do it to you.
Well, what I like about this one,
Sir,
what I like about like Sir is like people can like easily meme it, but this one is like, what do you call it? It's just like, do you just type like PZRR, like
pervert,
PFFRT,
VVVRT, or like VVVVVRT.
Yeah, that's good. The V. So I had a friend in high school actually that you would I had a friend in high school that you would love. His name was Tim, and he wore a suit to school every day. And you guys would get along so well. He's so funny. And he was the first person I knew that had that sense of comedy where like we'd be in class and he'd go, excuse me.
Excuse me.
He's like one of the main places I got that voice from. They're like, excuse me.
Oopsie, sorry.
It literally just, he would always be like, there'd be a seat next to me like, is this seat able to be availed?
Dude, I can't for the life of me sometimes remember like the voices Daniel and I would do. Like I know there were specific ones I know I got some from like him. Well, that's just Mark's voice. But,
I got a lot of, the voices you get, I think definitely
come from your friends.
From the friends you hang out with and the people you have over time. Because there's so many from high school and beyond high school and recent years and stuff that I definitely was influenced by. Like hanging out with Obama a lot. You know, I started doing his voice. Your laugh, I feel like, affected mine. Because I feel like my laugh used to not be like, high like this. Like, because I kind of laugh like really high. And because see how I go high? Listen, when I laugh, it's like
yeah.
That I feel like being around you so much over the last
allowed
years
you to be comfortable with the high pitchness of your laugh.
Allowed
so you
me
didn't have to go. Oh, that's good.
Because if you have to consciously think about your laugh while you're laughing, then you're not truly enjoying the full comedy of whatever you're laughing at.
The best laughs are when you're just like you've run out of air to like make sound with, and you're just like fucking just.
You're like, it's like you're charging up, and it's like,
like where your stomach starts to hurt.
My dad has like
you're doing an ab workout almost.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever had like the day after you throw up or something, like your stomach, like your abs are sore from your
I don't
muscles?
throw up too often.
I don't either, but
because I'm not getting high on meth and ketamine and all these fucking weird ass dopey drugs that you and the kids are always doing.
I don't take those dopioids.
Dopioids.
Son, you smoking dope? My dad still says dope. He's like, you smoking dope? Son, are you high on dope? I'll call him and like if I'm kind of like spacey, be like, son, are you smoking dope?
My mom's always like, after I'm retired, Ryan, after I'm retired, I wanna try it. I wanna try it a bit. And I'm like, I can't imagine my mom strung out like
She
just
done it?
on weed.
Has she ever done it?
Back in the day, I think, like in college.
That don't count.
I think everyone did it in college.
Well, yeah. Apparently my dad has only smoked weed and that's it. Well, actually, no, he didn't say weed. He's like, I tried hash, which I guess that's just like a 70s term for.
Hold on, I'm going to look up.
Son, I tried bud hash. Hash is just another word for weed, I think. Like an older term, like reefer. Dude, I wish it was called reefer more.
Is a drug made by compressing and processing trichomes of the cannabis plant. It is consumed by smoking, typically in a pipe. Oh, just hashish. Hashish.
Okay, yeah, it's just so yeah, just smoked weed. We really got to start doing. Honestly, I think if we want to take our channel and business to the next level, we have to start doing those synthetic designer drugs like K2.
Are they like what is a synthetic designer drug?
Drugs that are
Synthetically designed by
synthesized
designers?
and designed in a lab.
Okay, wow.
Literally exactly that.
But like, how are they legal?
They're not legal.
So like,
LSD.
why would I do them?
LSD is a designer drug.
Why would I do them? Weed's legal. Alcohol is legal.
K2 is better than weed. K2 is synthetic marijuana. You can buy it at gas stations back in 2008, and it would make people kill themselves and crash their car. Dude, synthetic marijuana. Do you remember when it was legal still? When it was like real, before weed was legalized, there was that small phase where like people figured out a loophole where they were like, oh, we can sell K2, which is synthetic marijuana.
At like the smoke shops and stuff.
Yeah. And it just would like fuck people up for life. Like I read things like someone did it and it's like I was never the same afterwards. Just from fucking, and like I've seen videos of people on it and you'd think they're on like heroin or meth. They're going crazy. And also, dude, the scariest.
Oh, my mom said our acting was very good.
In the
terms of
sketch that's coming out this week.
Is it in poor taste to say tweaking out, or is that fine to say?
Tweaking out.
Yeah.
On what?
Like on paint thinner, or not paint thinner.
Oh,
when we were huffing.
no, tweaking's a thing. I mean, I see people tweaking all the time. And
my mom said we did very, very good because she has to go to downtown Columbia, and I'm sure she sees examples of it.
I mean,
so.
air duster is one of the most abused drugs in America. Also, it's literally like that will kill you. It gets you high by damaging the nerve endings in your brain.
Not even as a joke, kids.
In the video, it's funny, but don't huff computer duster even once because you can die very easily. It will kill your nerves. Anyway, K2, fucking scary. We should do it for a video.
Okay.
I don't think I don't even know if you can still get it. I mean, I'm sure you can, but like, I don't think anyone out there like on the deep web's like, I'm gonna get some K2 today.
Well, you might not be able to like know where you can get K2, but you can probably find out where to get ad reads, and it's right here. Are you a bit stuck in the sads? Stuck in the suds? Can't have your happy haps no more?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, sounds like you could use some BetterHelp. You know what that is? Do you know what BetterHelp is, Matthew?
BetterHelp,
It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. Come on.
It's professional counseling done
That's right.
securely online.
Yes.
And you can send a message to your counselor anytime. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses, plus you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, all without ever having to sit in an uncomfortable, gross waiting room.
BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches so they can make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. The service is available to all clients worldwide. Find the particular expertise you need online. Don't limit yourself to the counselors located near you.
You can get a licensed professional counselor who specializes in depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, sleeping, trauma, anger, family conflicts, and stuff like that. And anything you share is confidential, convenient, professional, and affordable.
Check out the testimonials posted daily on their site. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states.
That's right, you can start communicating in under 48 hours. All you gotta do is visit our sponsor at betterhelp.com/supermega.
That sure came in handy when this mean old man ran over my ferret on purpose and meat crayoned it into the street. I was bitter for months, but thanks to BetterHelp, I was able to come to certain conclusions to find inner peace.
That's right, Ryan. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/supermega. Ah, good ad reads.
Oh, always.
But back to drugs. There's this drug called Datura. Have you heard of it?
Datura.
Datura.
No, I haven't. I don't know most drugs besides the big ones, right?
Datura is terrifying. You couldn't give me $1 million to do it. And I'm bringing this up because
I'd still like to try Molly at some point.
I really want to try ecstasy.
Ecstasy, yeah.
MDMA, but I don't. I'm on antidepressants and I'll die. Or
yeah,
I could.
Not good.
You get serotonin syndrome.
I'm not on anything. Maybe. So I'm good.
You know, MDMA just got it got classified as a breakthrough research status by the FDA.
Mm-hmm.
So they're allowing trials to go through with using MDMA for therapy and psilocybin.
I'd need to get on something probably.
MDMA, take it every day.
Yeah.
Take Molly every day.
Okay, every day.
That will melt your brain.
So I never have the depression stage.
And as soon as you come down and you feel even worse, just take more.
All right.
But Datura makes, I don't know why anyone would willingly do it. I know it because I watch some horror channels and they all have a video about it. It's like the scariest stories of Datura. And it just makes, it
It
basically
sound like Jesse Ventura.
Jesse Ventura on Datura.
It makes you like go to hell. Like that's like the best way to describe it. Like you start tripping, it can last for days, but
That's
it's like
what DMT sounds like.
DMT sounds like you go to the fifth dimension.
Yeah, it sounds like hell.
It doesn't sound like hell to me. It sounds
like
fucking
awful.
incredible.
It sounds like incredible. You know how much fucking shit. If you can go to the fifth dimension, imagine what other fucking horrifying bullshit your brain can come up with.
I don't think my brain.
I don't
would
think
do
I'd be
that.
in the right mindset. I think you have a more positive outlook on drugs. I get scared when I think about doing them.
I want to do DMT just because
I don't want to be in a bad mindset and then like fucking
be
get
trapped
into some
in-
sort of manic phase for like weeks because of it.
Yeah, the scary thing is that drugs can affect you afterwards. I wanted. I
Alcohol.
I watched Joe Rogan talk about DMT last night with his friends.
Joe Rogan's a fucking. He's just a
Chad.
complex individual, you know.
Yeah. Well, let's do DMT for a Patreon
He's just
video.
being a dipshit right now.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, he's been a dipshit. I mean, we're all dipshits from time to time, but him in a way to where it's scary, stupid.
His redeeming factor is that he's a good podcaster and interviewer. He just gets people talking.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you and me and Joe Rogan should do DMT.
Do you think he'd want to?
Yeah, dude. He loves DMT. He's obsessed with DMT.
I think he'd want to do DMT with two 20-year-olds?
Yeah. Of course, dude.
He wants to be young.
Yeah, I just did DMT with two high schoolers and it was woo. Because the thing about
Did you
DMT,
give him a southern accent?
no, that was my dad
Okay.
when he was telling me how he did it with two high schoolers.
Got it.
Behind the Walmart in Charleston. But
This was when he was in high school?
no, this was recently. He did DMT
okay.
with two high schoolers behind a Walmart in Charleston.
Good for him. I mean,
The
if
one
he-
off of Sam Rittenberg Boulevard.
you know, life is war and peace, and as long as you can find some peace amongst the war,
Exactly.
it's all fine for me.
Exactly. But everyone says the same thing with DMT. It's like a tunnel, and there's like a portal or like a light at the end, and you have to start taking DMT. You start smoking it, and you get closer to it. And if you don't smoke enough, you don't go through it. But if you smoke enough, you go through it, and then you're like in the interdimensional realm, and you
like I
speak
just
to highly
throw up.
intelligent
I
beings.
feel like I just vomit.
But if you vomited, it would look cool. It'd be all like rainbow and
I'd
sparkly.
start like playing around in it. Whoa! Like running my hands through it on the floor. Then I come to you and I start touching your face with it on my hands. I'm like, whoa.
And I'm like freaking out. Stop! I think I'm a big proponent for like the therapy legalization aspect of like shrooms and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think that it's great for therapeutic reasons. Like when
I do shrooms again.
when it's
We've
monitored
talked
under.
before. I don't think I do acid. I don't think I'm wanting to do acid again. I just
don't
do
wanna
shrooms
do
over
acid
acid.
I did shrooms kind of semi recently. The only time I've done it in a long time.
Yeah, but it sucked.
But I did it
'cause-
with I'll just say I did it with another big YouTuber, and it was kind
You
of
can't name them.
I won't, because people would actually they would kill me.
Yeah.
But it was all right. It was just like they just wanted to watch movies the whole time.
I want to walk around, listen
I wanna
to
walk-
music,
yeah.
experience the sun, the
I wanna have
sunset, and
conversations.
sundown.
I want to talk
You know?
about like I sound like a hippie.
Do you still
but-
have that fucking drawing?
Yeah, I do.
You keep saying you do, and I don't think I've ever seen it.
I have it in my closet.
So interesting.
The one you did.
Yeah, the one I did when we were both on acid back at your apartment in
See, that's
Glendale.
therapy. That was therapeutic for you.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I just like listening to music and
There's a very therapeutic
Thinking.
essence to it.
I like because like I could just come to all these realizations that it's like
But now I don't want to face any of
yeah.
it. So
Well,
I'm not doing that.
Then take more. I just have to
force it again.
It's just therapeutic because afterwards I'm always like, oh my God. That's such a simple answer, but I never realized it until now. Or it's like, that's an answer I've always known, but it hasn't clicked
Well,
until
back when we were living in the big house, I remember I had some sort of like revelation that I told you about our situation because we were a bit anxious in it.
yeah,
It
that was
just like-
awesome.
I can't even remember it. I was on acid. Dude, that's when I jumped from
That was the first time you did it, right?
yeah. Hey,
And I babysat you.
when Mark is away, the boys shall play. You know?
AKA doing designer drugs in Markiplier's house.
Doing acid in Markiplier's fucking mansion, jumping from the balcony
into the pool, which he would never allow us to do.
With my clothes on, too.
Dude, I have that. There's that picture I have of you where you're coming out of the pool and you have that big smile on your face, like you're just fully clothed. You look like you've just been reborn.
Dude, it's because like I jumped from the balcony into the pool on acid. That could have ended poorly, by the way. But anyways,
you really wanted to, and I was babysitting you, so that's pretty much actually on me for letting you do that.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see it.
And then like coming up out of the pool afterwards and seeing LA, because we had that fucking gorgeous view at that house when we lived with them.
Look, that people dox the hell out of that house, so people can go see the view online if they want. But that goddamn that view, and Mark would never let us jump off the balcony when he was there because he's like, no, that's dangerous. So what safer way to do?
I thought he did it for some reason. I think
he did, but he didn't want us to do it. And what safer time to do it than on a mind altering drug? You looked like you were having fun though.
I was, and then the second time I did it out here was
you should take it and write.
Was at your apartment with
Tucker.
No famous YouTubers.
Just Tucker was there. He wasn't.
Yeah, he was making faces at us.
Okay,
and it pissed me off.
Tucker was just.
He still says to this day he wasn't making faces.
It's ridiculous.
And like it's gaslighting me to be like, I was on acid. Maybe
he's gaslighting us then.
That's what I'm saying.
I saw it too. We weren't imagining it. This
he would do this. Hold up. He would do this, right? He would go,
yes, right? Make like clown faces. Here's the thing. So like a couple years ago, we had like a Friday evening.
Have we told this story before?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
Ryan came over to my apartment and Tucker came over and we had another friend come over. And Ryan and I took LSD and Tucker...
And the friend. Tucker was the only babysitter, right? Or did the friend?
She didn't take it.
Oh, she didn't. Okay.
It was just, they just got drunk together.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But you and I were, and Tucker kept looking at us. But like, he do the thing where it's like, he's looking at
his
you,
eyes and like, oh, his
But
mouth.
even when he's not, just him staring at you and he knows that like, you realize you're staring at him and he just look and it's like, I'm like, Tucker, stop playing with faces.
I know.
Because Tucker's face is scary as fuck.
Especially when you're on acid.
We're sitting there and like, he keeps looking at us going, like he'll just suddenly make his eyes wide for a second, back to normal, and I'll see like his eyes like duplicate into infinity over his forehead, and I'm like, Tucker, stop! And he go, woo, woo. I'm like, dude, and he denies that he did this, but I remember specifically, you remember specifically, when we're making this up, he was making little faces, because when you're on acid, you're not like fully incompetent, like I can still have conversations and walk around and like figure things out and see everything normally.
Do you get this on acid? It's like a metallic taste in your mouth, or like it's like this kind of like, I don't know how to explain it.
I get like
it's like my teeth and my gums and my whole like just the inside of my mouth. It has a different tinge.
I don't get a flavor, but I get the like my jaws, like I feel like I want to grind my teeth
a little
bit. I feel like I just need to like grind my teeth. It's called the gurn.
Yeah,
and I feel like I have a lot of pressure in my head. Like if I have a cold, it's kind of what it feels like.
How did that? I remember we split up at certain points. I think I was I was alone walking around Glendale at one point with my headphones on, listening to music.
This was right after This Is America came out.
Yeah, yeah.
So you listened to that like on loop, I think.
I did. I was listening to This Is America.
Music on loop is great when you're tripping.
I found so much music in quarter one recommended to me.
Dude, Spotify's Made For You Discover Weekly slaps. On my way to work today, 4 new songs.
This week's not that good for me. This week's not that great.
Really?
Yeah.
There's weeks where it's okay, but then there's weeks like I said today,
it slaps.
4 songs in a row I added to my playlist. I was like, this is good. This is good.
Dude, my quarter one playlist is already like, hold up. Okay, let me put it into perspective. So all the songs I found in 2019 amounted to 9 hours and 11 minutes of songs to listen to. But then in 2020, I only got to about 3 hours and 9 minutes totaling throughout the whole year of just songs. But now in 2021, just the first quarter so far, I have 2 hours and 30 minutes. I have, look at all this. This is just.
It's good music you show me. Wait, what? How do you see that?
Whenever I get down in the dump, I guess I should also, I haven't been streaming because I haven't been in a good mental spot. I'll stream soon. I will. I need to figure things out for myself a little bit, and I don't want to stream and chance having a fucking manic breakdown in the middle of it and having it clip. That's just what SuperMega needs.
We would just upload it to the channel with like goofy edits. We'll have an editing contest. Make this as funny as you can. Wait, how do you see how long your year shit is?
You just since I've made a playlist like manually for each year.
Oh, okay.
Because I go
Mine's
through the
all-
months and then I condense it into a year. You can see how long it is.
So mine's about, let me see, 2019, each of my playlists is about 2 hours. And then my playlist February so far is an hour and a half. And then my January one's 2 hours, 25 minutes. Dude, I love making monthly playlists. It's the best.
I had to stop because some months I would only have 2 or 3 songs and I felt like it was a
I get
waste
that.
of like space. So like for me, I started just this year I started doing like I'm doing in Q1. So it's just gonna be Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4.
That works great.
Especially for me, because I feel like you explore music a lot more than I do. I tend to stick and replay to like a lot of things more often than not.
I just find a lot of new music a lot because of one of the big reasons is I live with the Tucker brothers and they're always playing stuff like, "Ooh, this is good," and I'll Shazam it. Or if I hear a song on like a show, or I just find a lot of music online just randomly. A lot of YouTube recommendations and a lot of the I really like my Spotify's like suggested for me has learned over 10 years what to do. So that's pretty nifty. Oh, I brought up Datura earlier because I want to see if anyone in the comments has done that, because it literally sounds like you just go to hell because you're stuck in this trip and there's like blood and eyeballs and spider legs and shit. And then when you come down, everyone's like, "Yeah, I was never the same and I can't focus on anything now and my brain's fucked up and I have a 24/7 sense of dread." And I'm like, what? It's a toxic flower that you eat. So I want to know
Sounds horrifying.
if anyone in the comments has done this and if they have, what's their experience? Because
Did you find out in the wild and just eat it and then all of a sudden it's just like
no, people buy it to trip on it. And I've never heard once. And if you go on like the drugs subreddit
but
or
it's not
something,
like when you say flower, you can't find it out.
you can. It's a common flower.
Okay.
It's the I'm sure you've seen it before. It's the seeds and like the pod and seeds of this. It's called, what's the flower? It's devil's trumpet, which is like this flower.
How do we break down things to know what they're made out of and to know what's inside of them? How do we identify things? Like, how do we begin to even identify and categorize things and separate them and make sure that they're actually not a combination of different things? And I don't know. It's just like there's so much life that was lived before us. It's like I sometimes am in bewilderment of how we were able to parse so much out in so little time as a species. Because like if you think about all the information that's like out there, it's crazy. Like what we've learned, not only what we've learned, but like what people have made over time through generations.
And to think of, we weren't even accelerating like as a species as fast as we could have been because of historical events and pandemics and stuff. And like imagine out there another star system, a planet like Earth that maybe started intelligent life like a million or couple million years before us, and they didn't have any of those events. They could be fucking like fourth dimensional crazy beings
just
that,
living in headsets,
yeah. So
living in the air.
I feel like maybe we could be one of the first. I think there's a ton of other like advanced intelligent civilizations out there, but I think that just because of the universe is still so young, maybe like we are among one of the first. Like, and there's a lot that might be at the same level.
It's like, yeah, but like, I guess if everything might be made up of the same stuff, but like how similar, like would technology be a thing to another species? You know what I mean? Even though they are so advanced, like did the butterfly effect just work in a certain way in our evolutionary timeline to where things just progressed to that? Like certain ideas were made as like boom. Like, could it progress any differently, or was it always like, how can we harness? Like, they haven't discovered harnessing electricity yet. Just wait. Like,
yeah, I think there's some like there's things that each like intelligent society would like. I guarantee that if like on another planet there's an intelligent society, I guarantee they've discovered, if they're advanced, like they've discovered electricity. They know how to use like fission and stuff like nuclear energy. They know how to do all this and that. Obviously with differences because they would be completely different. But there's, what is it? It's like 69 sextillion Earth-like planets in the known universe. And with that number, it's like if a planet is just like Earth, like that, like same like zone and could have water and stuff and like a protective atmosphere. If there's 69 sextillion, the odds of none of them having a super advanced civilization is like zero, pretty much. It's just like
but how many would be like primate based?
I mean, there could be
in
ones that
terms
are.
of, you know.
Well, I don't know because like maybe in another one like squid type creatures figured out.
What was that step to self-actualization that primates
that's what I was
had?
wondering.
What the fuck is that? Like, what is that in between? Because it's like either you have it or you don't. It's it.
Like plants aren't. Are you talking about like consciousness?
Yes. Like,
Because like, is a snail really conscious, or is it just running on like a system?
yeah.
You know,
I'm saying like animals can recognize self in terms of pain and hunger, not in terms of but like hunger, pain. Like they recognize like they're
realizing
kind of
you are you.
The natural aspect of living and surviving. Like
Being
that's
self-aware.
That's just innate, right?
Are you talking about being self-aware?
Yeah, but being
of your
self-aware of your existence and not only like that's why mental health, right, is like such a big thing because we're not meant to actually have to think about why we exist or how much we're worth. We're just like we're essentially here just to survive and live and procreate.
Right.
But for some reason, our brain makes us think that we need to make life amount to something. We need to live up to certain expectations that just aren't placed by anyone else except for ourselves, or maybe like shitty parents or people who place their own ideals on you
Right.
from being young. What is that fucking point?
Humans have like hit a point through evolution where like we can be conscious, where like a plant has not hit that point. But a plant couldn't comprehend our consciousness. And that's why I'm a big believer in like, I think that there's higher levels
dimensions,
of
yeah.
consciousness that we just can't comprehend, just like how a plant
Well, it's because we're just not clicked in. That's what I'm saying. It's literally a fucking switch.
there are more
Like,
dimensions.
You can't teach a lizard to learn about itself and to feel things, right? It's like it's just a switch. It's not something that we will ever be able to fucking discover. We can think about it and ponder these like things, but there's got to be a switch that's just not flipped for us. That
to
like
the next level, which okay,
and it's nothing that we can access. You know?
we're not good enough because the thing is, it's like that makes me wonder, like, are there intelligent societies out there that literally exist in the next dimension because they have progressed beyond like this conscious dimension, like to the next point? And a lot of people think when you take things like DMT, for example, it activates parts of your brain to help you see that stuff that you normally can't see. Like,
there's so much about that's perception because we're still fucking meat bags. You know what I mean?
yeah, but we also don't
Like
use
consciousness in terms of like an invisible force field. I'm talking about consciousness in terms of intelligence and being just like, as I said, like self-identify with yourself or look in a mirror and
I mean, there had to
feel
come a point-
sad for some reason.
Didn't there have to come a point, like one point in history, where there was like a click, where like the first creature, or maybe it wasn't
It was
instant.
a mutation and then it just kicked off. Like
Where did that come from?
That's what I'm saying. What was the point? Why? Like, was it? It's not learned. Like, was it a mutation? Was it learned? What is the history behind that?
I think what it is
that
I
flip
think
being switched.
I think
You know,
our brains as humans just became so advanced. They just kept getting more advanced until the point where it's just computing more and more and more.
we just read more books.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if other animals read more books, then.
We'd be fucked.
But it's like, here's the thing. It's like think about all of kind of like the oceanic life that's been there and hasn't been really even impeded by us, like deep sea shit. Like, how come, like, is it just like they're not given the resources to build upon to like become a certain way or to
Like, why haven't they become as advanced?
Yeah, why isn't there like some sort of like deep sea fucking like creature that's like smart as fuck?
Yeah, like why are there
Or
not?
maybe there isn't. We don't know because there's a lot of alien-like life in the ocean and in the wild that is interesting to see the way they survive and the way they handle living.
I think, yeah, that's a really good question. It's like, why, out of the millions of species on Earth, why have we, one as humans, been the only one to develop even how to like talk and stuff, like in process?
Because other animals can communicate, and there's different dialects, of course. Like
but they
when you're
can't
talking about
communicate
whales
like
and
structured
stuff.
language. It's
No.
like they can kind of like convey meaning, which is the
Yes.
early steps of language.
Well, it's like what we did. But then we just wanted to like ascribe sounds to things, to specific things.
I wonder what early language.
Well,
was
first we
like.
wanted to have symbols to ascribe meaning to things, right?
I think written language came after spoken language
Do you think really? Okay.
because
Because I always think of like ancient cave people, like hieroglyph type, not hieroglyph, sorry, like ancient like cave drawings of like this is what we see. I picture like at first when someone like sees something.
Oh yeah, because
I mean?
chimps can draw shit.
I didn't mean to say hieroglyphs. That is a specific actual just written.
But hieroglyphs
text.
you couldn't read like you read like English or something. So I don't even know if they had specific like a written, because it wasn't like a book of just like lines of hieroglyphs. Like I don't think they actually had a specific written. Maybe they did. I don't know. I actually don't know about that. So
we're just talking about cave drawings here.
I think,
but like there's no way they were like that elephant before like drawing a picture of an elephant on a cave wall to be like and like point, and then like they draw like a bunch of people, and then they draw like. Do you think there was a point where like they couldn't, like how we communicated was we like drew, like someone would draw like stick people around a mammoth and be like, that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh.
Because I mean, if you can't speak like structured language, and you're with a group of other of your like species, and you see them do that, like pointing at it, it's like, oh, that's what we gotta do.
Teaching each other. We were just fucking simple, fucking primates. Just
we got lucky. We got lucky on that path, because it makes me wonder, like, in a million years, are chimps going to be able to talk and stuff because they'll keep progressing, or well, we might have accelerated it because with the help of humans, we might accelerate that process for them because we give them resources.
But why haven't they learned to talk?
Like, why are we the only ones?
Well, is it because like?
Because it's weird that it is weird to think that actually there's only one on the entire planet, one species that advanced
in terms of creating language.
And it's not even that. It's like the gap is so massive. It's not even that there's like one that's close behind.
No.
It's like the gap is astronomically huge. Because the closest thing would be what? Chimps?
Yeah.
Gorillas, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Chimps are really smart, but like when you compare that to a human, nothing similar. In the sense of like
they're still
advanced.
communicating like all other animals in terms of like specific sounds and certain like whether it's like a deep grunt or more like a loud cackling, like they mean certain things in terms of their mood, but no, they can't like specifically describe things.
They can't articulate a thought.
Yeah.
Which that's cool, because I guess what they're doing.
Did Coco ever really articulate like sentences or how to say things, or like wasn't that just all kind of like not smoke and mirrors, but played up a little bit?
Yeah, because a gorilla, like, she learned sign language, but not in the sense where she could just be like, good morning, everyone. I'm pretty hungry. What's for breakfast? I think that it's cool because chimps, like, the way they, like, talk, like, ooh, that's like it's like witnessing, like, the very beginning of language, because they don't have specific meanings for each sound yet, but it's like the very beginning stages of before they assign meaning to different things. Because, dude, think about how fucking complicated English is. And like, think about like right now, everything I'm saying, the way my tongue and everything's doing, and you can listen to it and instantly perceive exactly the emotion I'm putting out. And everyone listening to this too, it's like.
But it's not like animals' throats. It's not like if they could talk, they could. They're physically unable to. So like we evolved to physically be able to pronounce things and say things in a certain way, because I feel like early primates, it wasn't just like we found out a language one day. It was like they would slowly like use their like
the right ones have to pass on their genes that have better.
That's the thing. I don't know. I'm not. That's why all of this is a lot of questions.
This is one of my favorite subjects.
We're not
shit
learned,
like this, though.
But I would like to go back and maybe watch a documentary about like early civilization, early life.
Early humans are so cool. It's so cool to think about, and also.
Not too long ago. It's crazy.
No, it's
not that long ago at all.
It's crazy how recently. It's like, what is it? It's like if the beginning of the universe was like a calendar year, then humans only appeared at like 11:59 on December 31st. And it is crazy how quickly we advanced, especially honestly in our lifetime, because when we were born, the internet was brand new, and look at cell phones back then. And now
we were going through a major technological
exponential
stage,
and now it's
when
slowed
we were
down.
Born. Yeah,
I don't know if we're ever gonna hit one that fast again ever.
You couldn't conceptualize it at the time, so we probably can't conceptualize it now.
That's true.
I don't know. I feel like things are pretty set right now.
Yeah,
it would take like an innovator, because things are so. It's
Elon Musk.
It's almost like at a certain point when you're building a civilization, it is too much effort to build upon it, and it's easier to sustain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what's? I was thinking about this last night. One last thing before we wrap it up is like I was just laying there and I was like, holy shit! It's so rare that you actually get to experience consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Because think about all the atoms and all the plants and stuff and animals, but like you, since the beginning of life, a chain went down of reproduction that continued without the reproducer dying all the way up to you just to experience this. And this is the only time you're going to get to experience it. When you die, you know, you're not going to, well, I mean, we don't know, but it's like you're at the pinnacle, the finale of that chain now, and you're experiencing full consciousness. And it's like, how lucky are you to be able to experience that? The odds are like, it's like 1 in a trillion or something to be able to like have consciousness.
Yeah.
So we got lucky. And it's crazy.
Comes with a lot of setbacks for some reason.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter in the end. Like,
No.
Because, I mean, once your consciousness is gone, your reality is what.
Hey, everybody
perceive.
poops, everybody dies.
Yeah. Your reality is literally just what you perceive, because nothing else is real than what your brain is taking in. Because, I mean, obviously it's real, everything else outside, but your consciousness is the only thing that matters, like your perception, because beyond that, nothing exists.
Yeah. And that's why I think it's so interesting that's why I've said this multiple times, where I think of people as their own separate little universes, because
It fully is.
all of their fucking just perspectives and knowledge and like just little events that shaped them as a person and chiseled them into who they are and who they are going to be eventually, because maybe then they'll look back and think about it and it'll change them more. Something so insignificant in the past will become even like it'll snowball into something in the future type of thing. And it's just it's everybody has these complex things happen in their life. Even if you're just like sitting alone, you're thinking, and even if you feel lonely, you're still experiencing a perception of life that, you know, no one else is, because it is you, it is your thoughts, it is your environment, it is your experiences. Yeah.
And think about, in the grand scheme of time, how short you have consciousness.
Yeah.
It's gone in less than a blink of an eye.
I mean,
literally just boom.
I think 2021 is kind of blowing by still.
It's
ever since
March.
2020 hit.
Ever since March.
Yeah. Ever since like COVID started happening, life's just been flying by, it seems.
Yeah, well, keep the pace up so we can get the vaccine.
Yeah, that would be nice. April is potentially the month for us.
Fingers crossed.
But
we're essential workers.
Thank y'all for listening in and tuning into this episode of the Super Mega Cast. I'm gonna be editing this probably right after. So I mean, if you wanted to go ahead and tell me what sound, what do you want me to end? Do you want me to end on with like the classic music, or like,
dude, you know what?
What's up?
End this one. No.
What?
End this one with end it with that one theme we had for a while in 2018. The doo-doo. Wait, no, the like the lo-fi one that everyone forgot about.
Okay.
Throwback.
I'll
Here
use
is.
it.
It's fading in. Uh-oh.
It will be nothing else.
Woo.
Just kidding. I used another fart.
Dude.